Welcome to Omusati, a region rooted in tradition and blossoming with promises. Located in the northwestern part of Namibia, Omusati derives its name from the Oshiwambo word for the mopani tree, a symbol of resilience and life, bordered by the Republic of Angola to the north, Ohangwena to the northeast, Oshana to the east, and Kunene to the southwest. Omusati is home to unspoiled natural beauty and a rich cultural heritage. Over the past 4 years, this region has undergone remarkable development across various sectors, setting a trend for socio-economic transformation. In this documentary, we delve into the progress made in governance, infrastructure, education, health, agriculture, and tourism, showcasing Omusati as a beacon of sustainable development.
The region have made a lot of strides when it's come to food production specifically. We have one of our only mine that we can think of that is now the Tunda Green Scheme, where we produce almost all what we consume. This time around, we have increased our production, whereby this year we started with the cereals like maize and wheat, and we have outperformed almost all the wheat producers in Namibia by having almost 250 hectares of grain of wheat that I think it have provided us with now food security and bread securities in the region. In the meantime, that Etunda will be a source of employment creation, where we try now to create more job and come up with more ideas on how to increase more productivity for us now to make sure that we've absorbed the number of unemployed youth that are currently roaming around. It's a well-known fact that we have also invited now the public-private partnership under Oshimbele, that they came in first with asparagus production, and now currently they're expanding with grapes. And those projects actually also have increased the number of employment creation that we are expecting in our region. And in this present moment, we already have the first harvest of our grapes that of higher grade that mostly went for export, while others we buy them locally. But then we need to increase the productivity, because in the current moment they are only producing at the 50 hectares land, and we want to increase it now at least to 200, so that at least we can have enough space and then also create more employment, because grape production is a labor intensive and it will absorb a lot of numbers. In the current moment, both projects, the asparagus and then the grapes, have created approximately 400 jobs, and we expect if we could go to such level, we may create additional maybe 8,000 or 10,000 jobs in the near future. Of course, you cannot just always progress without challenges. We also face challenges like in the process of education, whereby we have a shortage of classrooms, and then at the same times also we don't have adequate learning materials. But beside that, we have performed very well this year as a region, where we have almost 10 or 5 of our schools from the regions that are reading top 10 in terms of performance in the country. That is a very big achievement. On the sport fraternity, you know that beside all these lack of facilities that we have in the region, actually we don't have any green field in the region so far. But beside that, our sport men and women really in the region are progressing very well. Recently, the Nedbank Namibia Cup holder after we have beaten out all the teams, and we going now to defend it.
Good governance. Good governance in Omusati has laid the foundation for impactful development, ensuring resources are utilized efficiently and equitably.
Good governance in the context of Omusati Regional Council is making decisions involving all stakeholders and making sure that the decisions are done in accordance with the set rules. Yes, in terms of fund usage, of course, the Regional Council is following the public procurement rules and regulations, which means there should be always a procurement plan, and that procurement plan will have an individual plan for specific procurement that must be done, and whatever we do should be within the available allocated resources. In case of excess, then procedures have to be followed to motivate for additional money either by the ministry or through governmentation. First one is the improvement on the involvement of stakeholders, because over that period we have seen the establishment of all the coordinating committees in settlements and constituencies, and these coordinating committees, of course, they become supportive to the regional development coordinating committee, and then it means with those arrangements or those structures, the regional council was always be informed of what the different committees are proposing for the development in the region. Now, in terms of infrastructure, we have seen the drilling of boreholes so that the communities can have access to clean and potable water. Notable one is like the pipeline that we just constructed in Namatanga recently, and it is aimed at making sure that the community have access to potable and clean water all the time, unlike now that they always depend on water tank service delivery. And then we have also improvement, a notable one in our education. As we could see, the performance in our schools have also been making headlines for good reasons, and we are proud of that. Of course, in terms of regional councils improvement, we also saw the engagements with the communities on issues pertaining to their development. When communities, for example, are not satisfied with the specific activity or the progress is not forthcoming, we will always be ready to engage them.
Health infrastructure. Health is wealth, and Omusati has invested significantly in its health sector.
The mission of the Minister of Health has been to provide integrated, affordable, and accessible healthcare services to all people in need. To achieve that, the Minister of Health has embarked on construction of new health facilities like PC clinics and also renovation and upgrading of district hospitals. Omusati Health is big. We have about 52 health facilities comprises of 4 district hospitals, 6 health centers, 42 primary health clinics, and 144 outreach points. To zoom or focus on achievement on the new health infrastructure in Omusati region within the past 4 years, we have Waikokora, Ipande Amiti, Oshikurufitu, and also we added isolation facility in Okahao and Outapi. On top of that, Okahao District Hospital, OPD and credit were renovated and upgraded. If you go there now, it's a state of art. Outapi District Hospital was also renovated. From OPD, casualty Ward 1 up to Ward 4. I want to share with you that in Outapi, we acquire oxygen plant machine in Okahao. You can recall very well during COVID-19, the most difficult thing we experienced our shortage of oxygen. In Omusati, this will be a thing of the past because now we have got a plant, we can generate our own oxygen and we can supply the whole region. Now and then you hear people complaining about freight, that most regions, they don't have enough vehicles in the ambulances. We don't have that problem. In order for us to ensure that our people in Omusati region access to the services, we have what we call an outreach program. This outreach program is on a daily basis. Our nurses go to the villages to go and give health education, skin patient, and administer treatment to those who need, and also give treatment to patients who come for follow-up. Equally, as we speak now, in Omusati region, 100% of doctor positions are filled. As such, now they are conducting medical outreach. They go out to the clinic to meet patients and they treat them.
Education and tertiary infrastructure. Education is the cornerstone of development. Omusati has seen significant growth in the basic and tertiary education infrastructure, equipping the next generation with the tools they need to succeed.
There have been several developments tried in the regions in the education sector. One of it is the construction of a hostel facility at Pendugeni Mvura Itana Secondary School, which has actually expanded the access to education in terms of learners from rural areas. There has also been construction of about 32 classrooms in the 2022-2023 financial year. 28 classrooms were also renovated, and 78 classrooms were also constructed during the 2023-2024 financial year. There has also been electrifications of schools. About 28 schools have been electrified. We are only left with about 13 schools as a region. The last one is basically the consistent academic performance in senior secondary education, which has been consistent over the past 4 years. Those developments tried have been critical to the educational sector in the region. Number one, for human capital development. Human capital development is a foundation for economic growth of any region and any country. It also helped to reduce inequality in terms of access to education, because the investment in infrastructure, in access and quality has ensured that all learners from all walks of life in the Omusati region have equal opportunity to access education.
Agricultural production. Agriculture is the lifeblood of Omusati, with investment in irrigation schemes such as a Tunda irrigation project that contributes significantly to food security within the region. The water canal running through Omusati region from Kaluweke Dam to Oshakati in the Oshana region is the catalyst of horticultural garden in almost every household in the region.
I'm Silvanus Naunyango, the owner of Nyango Vegetable Project here in the Omusati region. Here we are at Utapi, but also having another branch at Onesi constituency. I'm farming here with varieties of vegetables, ranging from the maize, as you can see, we have fresh maize here, butternuts. We are also farming with onions, tomatoes, green peppers. Also farming with the indigenous vegetables like bambara nuts, cowpeas, makunde, and local spinach also. Actually, this is what we are doing in a nutshell. This is food business, and we are at production level, whereby we produce with the intention of creating job for the people here, not only food security as the issue, but also creating the employment for the people around here, and not limited to here only, but we are also supplying to the different outlets in Omusati, but also beyond the Omusati region, especially Ohangwena, Oshana, as far as Commerce and the Rongo, we are also supplying there. Actually, I'm really inviting youth to take part in this development. When it comes to food production, the youth should engage. They should come here, especially the graduates from our institutions of higher learning.
Rural sanitation and electrification. Rural communities in Omusati are now benefiting from improved sanitation and electrification programs, enhancing their quality of life.
The government of the Republic of Namibia, through the regional council and different stakeholders, specifically line ministries, have made significant stride in the provision of rural water and electricity over the past 4 years. Chiefly, in the provision of water, the government have provided what in different areas. Some by the drilling of boreholes, the modernization of dug wells, those that were the wells that were existing, but they were just modernized so that they become more accessible. Then the construction of short pipelines and the construction of new earth dams. In the drilling of boreholes over the 4 years narrated, we have drilled boreholes at Omuhama in Ruakana constituency, Okanampundona in again Ruakana constituency. Then we have Okenene in Okahao constituency, Amaupa in Sandi constituency, Rwadia in Onesi constituency, Onanjaba in Okahao constituency, Okakoto in Okahao constituency again, Otamanzi in Otamanzi constituency, Okatseidi in Sandi constituency, Okaka in Otamanzi constituency, Okomakwara in Ruakana constituency, AKG Muhiba, Okatanyange in Otabi constituency, Akalungu in Otabi constituency, Onamoro in Otabi constituency again, Okaonde in Onesi constituency, Otsalindi in Otamanzi constituency, Omuham in Ruakana constituency, Okateizi West in Sandi constituency. This drilling have costed the government of the Republic of Namibia an amount of 15,675,930 for the provision of electricity. Again, is an effort of the regional council and that of the Ministry of Mines and Energy through NAMPOWER. In the year 2021, we have the construction of a medium voltage and low voltage network in the Omusati region, that is the Umurukila and Oshipumbu localities. That costed an amount of 1,336,978. In the same vein, in the same year, the following number of schools were wired because they only had a transformer outside, and they do not have lights inside. Those schools were Ampole, Kondombari, Ewanino, Eakulo, Nicodemus, Omindaba, Ondobeohumba, and Shalem. That was 2021, and the total cost for the wiring was $5,937,016.
Local authority service delivery on affordable housing initiatives. Housing is a fundamental human right. Through partnership with local authority and national programs, Omusati has rolled out affordable housing initiatives that have provided hundreds of families with a place to call home.
What are the measures that was put in place under the period under review? I would like to report that Council have made a significant progress in service delivery. We have come up with the Otapi Smart Housing. The aim of coming up with Otapi Smart Housing is to try to make sure that we have managed to reduce the backlog of housing in our town, because we have a pile, a list of numbers of applicants that want to have a piece of land to call home. But council come up with that project of smart housing. We get out of our way, we visited institutions that can be able to finance. So as we speak, the land at smart housing, we managed to survey that extension of Nagayale. That is one. With the aim of making sure that we have provide housing to our people, because housing become a right. It is important for every Namibian to have a place to call home, and that is our priority number one, to make sure that we make all possible effort to see how best we can deliver houses to our people. Council, with its own sources, managed to service extension 12 Okayekongwe with the 62 plots. The council serviced that area with water, sewer, that cost council 2.3 million. And then we service the area I'm talking about of 62 plots with electricity, that of 62 even that I'm talking about, that cost the council 4 million.
My name is Caleb Antonius, a resident of Otapi town. To start with, I'm quite very grateful and happy to be one of the beneficiaries through the housing scheme of the NHE in Otapi town. By the time I have benefited, I was very excited because I was thinking that I was not able to be one of the beneficiaries to acquire a house, especially in Otapi town. So it is one of the great things for one to have a house that you have wished for. It has changed a lot. It has impacted so much in my life. We have a place to call home. Yeah. And wherever you are, you are not able to ask yourself many questions. How are my family, or how are my staff? You are able to acquire properties, or let me say things like beds or fridge, and you have a place to store them. That's one of the very great impact that one has impacted into our lives. I'd like to encourage fellow Namibians that they should not give up on hope that they might not acquire a house, because housing development is a continuous project, and it's a continuous government effort to provide citizens with dwellings, especially well-developed houses, through various projects, especially NHE. They shall just be patient, and one of the good days they are going to be able to acquire their houses.
Roads and transport infrastructure. Connectivity is key to development. Omusati has prioritized upgrading its road network, ensuring seamless movement of goods and people. This includes the upgrading of Tandi Omuwambashe, Tandi Onesi Epalela gravel roads to tarred roads.
My name is Kwanes Kamati. I am a road user of Nsandi Road. Very happy for the upgrading of our road from gravel to tarred road. In the past, we used to have mobility issues and also the safety of our vehicles. We used to be in and out of garages, replacing parts and tires. So this is a thing of the past now, as the road is almost completed. We would like to thank our government through the constituency councillor for bringing such a development.
Omusati stands as a testament to the power of vision and determination with its progress. Over the past 4 years, the region is truly setting a trend for socioeconomic transformation, inspiring hope and possibilities for all its people.